The title's true. Your boy really got hit with the coronavirus.
He needs some milk.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he on
coronavirus.
Now this video is not gonna be like a lot of the other coronavirus videos out there that you've seen. You know, it's not gonna be all fluff, and clearly I'm not a doctor, all right, telling you to wash your hands 50 times a day. No, okay? It's not gonna be anything like that.
Not up in here.
not up in here. Oh.
It's gonna be about the cold, hard truth and really just what to expect when or if you get the coronavirus. All right, and I even bought a little whiteboard to put down some of my tips and tricks that I have. That way we can just kind of follow along a little bit easier, you know? Nothing but the best for the viewers of the Logan B YouTube channel. Subscribe down below. You know, I say we just go ahead and just kind of get started with these tips. So, here we go. Okay, so tip number 1. Don't get it. Now this may seem like an obvious tip to a lot of us out there, but don't overestimate the thinking capabilities or common sense of spring breakers out there. For you spring breakers, this tip may seem outlandish or just downright impossible for you. But scientists and Logan, we both agree that social distancing really is the most effective way to just go ahead and not get COVID-19. In fact, I have a little equation here that I'll go ahead and write down and share with you guys. Just kind of make this point a little bit clearer. Okay, and the equation reads as follows. Not around someone with COVID-19 equals no COVID-19. Now, just to kind of explain that a little bit further here, if you are just not around anyone else that could possibly have COVID-19, then you will not get it, is what that means, okay? Just to help explain that a little bit further. Now, unfortunately, I know that there are a lot of spring breakers out there that have already hit South Beach, and it's too late. It's too late, or I know that there's some people out there that probably failed math class, so that equation just means absolutely nothing to them. That may as well be in an ancient language. So for those people, you're probably getting COVID-19, okay? But luckily, the next tips that I have for us are all about if you do happen to get it. So you guys are in luck. All right, sorry about the change of shirt here. I was honestly just sweating my ass off in that jacket, so I had to switch into something a little bit more breathable. Look at that. That is breathability right there, baby. So yeah, we're just gonna pick up right from where we left off, which I believe is tip number 2. And the tips from here on out, like I was saying, will be centered around the fact that you have COVID-19. So just to kind of demonstrate that here, we'll just say, oops. Oh, can't even spell right. Oops. You have COVID-19, as you can clearly see in my demonstration here. So we're just going to take it from the top. Take it from tip number 2, and these will help you out a lot, okay? If you do end up getting this shit. Now, tip number 2 is Tylenol every 4 hours, okay? And I mean that. I mean every 4 hours. Tylenol will be your new best friend. You should ideally be popping these as often as your rich Aunt Susan pops her Xannies. I'm talking at least every 6 hours. 4 to 6 hours, you should be popping these things. It was pretty much the only thing that helped me not lay in complete agony all day long, those first 4 days. So just hop on the Tylenol bandwagon and just let it take you to the promised land, because I'm telling you, it is not a fun experience. Plus, actually, doctors have been saying for some reason to take Tylenol over things like Advil and ibuprofen, because apparently it just doesn't treat COVID-19 as well. I'm really not sure about the reasoning behind that at all. I'm not a doctor, clearly. So just take Tylenol, okay? That's what I'm saying. It helped me out a ton. You're welcome. All right. And tip number 3 here is sleep. Okay, and this one probably seems like yet another obvious one. And I mean, it is. It is. But if you think about it, really, the more time that you're sleeping, the less time that you have to feel fucking obnoxiously sick. So, I mean, this is a good tip. And obviously gives yourself some more time to recover. So really, it has inspired yet another equation for you guys. Just to make it a little bit clearer, okay?
Okay.
All right, and that equation is right here. Less time awake
equals
less time feeling like ass. And I'm starting to feel like fucking Einstein over here coming up with all these equations. But it's true. It really is true. And you know what? I actually kind of thought of another pro tip here, just kind of on the spot. We're just winging it. We're winging it over here. We're having fun. So, pro tip here, kind of tip 3B, if you will. Or, you know what, just our one pro tip of the evening is...
I'm doing it! Yeah! Yeah! Can some of these? Can some of these? Almost there and... done.
The pro tip is set an alarm for more Tylenol. Now, this one is honestly a great tip. I'm telling you, set an alarm every 4 hours for when you need to take more Tylenol. Just wake up real quick, take them, and then just fall right back to sleep. But I'm telling you, do not sleep for that 10 to 12 hours, which you're wanting to, because you will wake up completely unmedicated, and it will feel like Mike Tyson dragged your fucking sleeping body out of bed, drug you to a fucking 2,000 degree sauna and just went to fucking town, but like using your body as a goddamn punching bag, okay? I'm telling you, don't do that to yourself. Set an alarm and just take the goddamn Tylenol, okay?
Okay.
And finally here, tip number 4 is the extras, okay? Now, that sounds like kind of a fucking whack last tip, and it is kind of. Tip number 2 and 3 are really just the ones that you want to make sure that you follow if you do happen to get COVID-19. I'm telling you, Tylenol every 4 hours and sleeping are the ways to make yourself feel better. These ones are just a little extra, you know, I don't know the word I'm looking for right now, but that was it. So there are a few other things that I will suggest that are helpful. I'm just saying those 2 are by far the most important. But I'm still going to help you out, okay? Here's a few things that will just kind of make the experience a little bit better overall. Now, the first one here is emergen-c. Now, not only is it cute wordplay, it also helps out with the immune system a lot, and I kind of fucking swear by it. I really think it kind of cuts down on the amount of time that you are sick in total. It has a lot of zinc in it and vitamin C, clearly. That's the whole point of the C at the end there. Now, my doctor told me that zinc and vitamin C are pretty much the 2 that you want to hit, and that's what emergen-c is. So I highly recommend it. I feel like it does help out a little bit, maybe, with cutting down on the amount of time. But, I mean, it's kind of hard. It's obviously kind of impossible, actually, to tell if that is actually the case or not. So I'm saying try it. Try emergen-c, and especially the berry flavor, because the berry flavor was actually pretty fucking good. So give that a whirl. Now, extra number 2 here is the favorite of a lot of my friends, actually, when they are hungover. And I know it's the favorite of some children when they get diarrhea as well, because that was on their website. But the second one is Pedialyte here, and that is specifically just to make sure that you are staying hydrated throughout this entire process, because if you want to fucking magnify feeling like ass with a fever, also be dehydrated, okay? That is the surefire way to feel infinitely worse. So just drink a little Pedialyte to get those electrolytes rolling. Keep yourself hydrated, and you will thank me for that, because you'll feel a lot better. Or at least avoid feeling a lot shittier than you could have felt. Especially for me, and I don't know why this was the case, but I sweat my ass off at night. Just sweating profusely. I was sweating like a fat kid running the pacer test in grade school. If you remember, if you had any of those in your class, you know, any of those. Jesus. We get it, okay? Just people who are overweight, they tend to sweat more. I'm not saying fat people suck, okay? I'm just saying they sweat more often. It was like a fat kid in a pacer test. It was me. Also, perhaps in the 2,000 degree sauna I mentioned earlier. I was sweating like fucking crazy at night. So making sure that you are staying hydrated, just keeping that Pedialyte glass by your fucking nightstand would be another maybe pro tip that I can throw in there. Just to make sure, okay? I'm just trying to help you out here. I'm not trying to put down fat people. All I'm saying is Pedialyte at night, skinny or fat, just do it, okay? It'll help you out. Now, extra number 3 here is stock up on food that you like. And when I say this, I mean food that you know that you like when you're sick. There's a big difference there. I'm a big fan of shit like sushi or hot Cheetos, but that sounds awful when you're sick. Just stock up on those foods that you know that you kind of like when you're sick. For me, for some reason, I love bananas, and chicken noodle soup is always a great one too. Those are pretty much the only 2 things that I was eating when I was going through the fever part of COVID-19. So just do yourself a favor and have some of that food around, so that way on the off chance that you do feel hungry throughout the whole process, or you just know that you need to force something down.
That's what she said.
You at least have something there that you somewhat enjoy. All right, and I think that does it for pretty much all the tips that I have. At least for this video. Hopefully that helps you guys and kind of puts your mind at ease. I mean, it sucks. It's definitely something I would avoid, which is why fucking tip number 1 is don't get it if you can. It was by far one of the worst sicknesses that I've gotten in my life. So there is that, but you'll get through at the end of the day. You will get through. And hopefully this helps, honestly. You know, if it does, or you feel like it helps and you know somebody that's going through it, maybe send it their way. I feel like, you know, genuinely I feel like it will help. Minus the dumbass jokes that I throw in there. I think it will help. So send it their way. Do me a favor too, honestly. But yeah, really, I guess just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. In conclusion here, it really means a lot that you guys click on the videos and watch them and show me love. It warms my heart. And if you guys want to do me a favor, especially if you've made it this far, just drop a like and subscribe if you're new. Comments are also always welcome. But yeah, really got some new videos on the way, I guess. Been thinking about that a lot since I haven't really been able to do anything else. So got some new ideas, and there will be more to come shortly. Appreciate you guys watching. Love you, and peace.